Yo, yo. Um, what's the deal? A couple things situated here. Boy. I wished I streamed yesterday, boy. So many spots yesterday. Ooh-wee. Dang, that was crazy. What we got here? Fuck it, let's stream on X today too, man. Good morning, Kamala. Kayla, I'm sorry. How you doing? How you doing, Kayla? Good morning. Let's see. You got cooked, man. If I show you my list, y'all would be like, "Dang, why you didn't record yesterday?" Damn, if I showed y'all my list. I had a nice ass list. I did. Um, let me. I'm fine. I'm fine. Just gonna go through the slate a little bit. All right. Let me see if I get this shit up here on X here. Okay. And Yankees got you. Mm. Uh, let me see. Let me show this up real quick here. Okay, pinned up here. What's up, Pat? What's going on, Pat? Mm-hmm. All right, 1 second. I guess we'll get to it. I ain't look at no games today, man. I looked at the New York game. I looked at the New York game so far. My charger, my drink. Good morning. Good morning. What are you doing up? Good morning, Monique. My girl right there. Everybody say hi. Good morning, Dollar. Good morning, Dollar. Everybody say hi to my girl right there, man. Straight up. She up here streaming with us this morning. hmm Everybody give her a big shout out. Monique Thomas. All right, man. Okay, let's get it. Well, my list was lit yesterday, y'all. That was crazy, bro. Just we having so much to do. You know what I'm saying? I want, I, man, I was looking at all the home runs and shit that I did have on my list yesterday. I wanted to go fucking cry in the car. I ain't even gonna lie. Miguel Amaya killed my Cubs late. I had Hap 2 bases, Bush 2 bases, PCA 2 bases, and run, and Amaya for a hit. Ooh, Judge messed my shit up, man. I did have a plus 1,000, probably 1,100 going, man. All I needed was a run from Judge, man. Straight up. My top bats from that game, man. Where my paper at, man? Let me see something real quick. Hold up. Let me see. Joe, let me tell you, right? So look, I dropped that in the members only. In the members only, yesterday I dropped bombs in there, right? So let me see. Let me see. Hold up. Um, Either way it go, I should have just dropped the rest of the plays in there, man. I should have just dropped everything I had in there and been and I should just drop even if I didn't play it, I should have just dropped everything in there. And that would have been better. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that would have been better if I would have just dropped everything in there. Um, Straight up. I did have the early game, the early top bet from Cincinnati, Adamas. We already know what Adamas does. I dropped all that though. I ain't gonna lie, right? And I did two. I did two same game parlays from that game. One of them hit. It was a plus 138, but the other one missed by just a hair. This right here missed by just a hair. Right. One of these. Uh, this plus 470 missed by just a hair. But what I that was in the membership. No, this was public right here, but the members only. If you bet all them straight, at least for bases or hits runs and RBIs, you cashed everything except for except for um damn, what's that boy name? He messed up my plus 600, man. But man, I had Adonis, Ellie, um, Real Muto Castellanos. I was really over all on Loriano. Um, Duran, uh, he had 3 home runs in versus that pitch mix. Um, I was all over Bellinger. Who else did I have here? Um, Machado, Goldie. Uh, who else did I have? Soto, Judge. My favorite bat was Wells, uh, J Ram, and Cruz, um, Jordan, um, Warner, and Vladdy. They didn't do too much. They didn't do too much, right? But it is what it is. Yesterday could have been a great day. I jacked it off. I ain't gonna lie. Judge went hitless. I had Stanton or Chisholm for a home run. They were in a really good spot. Sold, man. I feel you. I noticed that PCA usually get 2 bases in a run. 2 bases run. Uh, and okay. I'm probably going with Chisholm today. You know, they love hitting when you don't need them. Yeah, so I looked at the weather earlier. The weather was decent. Take a quick look at the weather one more time. Um, might get through this, might get through today, might not get through today. Uh, but I got a little time with y'all today. I probably won't be betting heavy today. We'll see what comes, right? St. Louis, a drop of rain, maybe nothing green. Chicago, Washington, green. Pittsburgh and Cleveland, early showers, green. Toronto at Minnesota, winds out to 10 miles an hour. Winds out to left 10 miles an hour. That's interesting. I thought Warner was going to go yard yesterday. ATL in Philly. Um, I think the rain holds west of Philly, or at least rain heavy enough to matter. At least rain heavy enough to matter, but it's close. But it's close here. So we'll need to double check before first pick. So check on that before first picks in that Philly game and uh, Milwaukee at Cincinnati. A few showers and storms around as of this morning. Models keep game time hours dry. But I'm not going to pretend I can really pinpoint this kind of activity many hours out. A pregame radar check should be fairly telling. For now, I'm optimistic optimistic it works out okay, right? Pretty interesting game here. I mean, well, anytime you've got bats in Cincinnati, it could really end up going down. Like I told you, that ballpark is it produces runs. You see Milwaukee, they showed them bats. They showed them bats. So Cincinnati, that ballpark can really put up some runs for sure, right? So let me get that weather down and let's get into it. So what I have written down for the St. Louis game, we do have lineups out here. At the end of the day, um, um, Judge, right? So Judge, he's probably the one that I'm looking at for the righties. Cabrera looked okay too on the switch side, and the lefties, right? Austin Will, Jazz Chisholm, those and Soto, those guys look good, right? So I could talk you off of that, right? That's what I like. And then on the St. Louis side, the righties, which would be the usual suspects, um, Goldie, Arenado, and Goldie, Arenado, and Mason Wynn. These guys, Goldie, he's not striking out versus that pitch mix like he usually does. But like I said, you got to keep an eye out on Goldie. He's just an old savvy veteran, and he can still hit the ball, man. Despite his averages or whatever the case may be, he'll still crack that motherfucker straight up, right? And we'll be in New York. Um, this St. Louis team has been pesky in certain instances. I'm shook. They got me shook. I've been seeing what they've been doing to people. Shout out to Kayla. I think they got down on her. So you know what I'm saying. So I do like the lefties here, Wells. I definitely like an RBI spot for Wells. A run spot, maybe a run spot for Soto, a run spot for Judge. Judge didn't do shit yesterday. Select say Gibson gave up 4 homers on the first to the first, third, and the fourth spot. Judge hitting for sure, right? And if you guys, that's something I do look at here and there. Um, and a lot of people don't use that when you're looking at the ESPN splits and stuff. That's what put me on wheels yesterday. Uh, Looking at these batters and stuff like that, looking at these pitchers and stuff like that, you can look at the like Gibson, like he was saying. You can look at the splits and things like that. That's why baseball is so people cap it. Wells third spot. Nah, Wells ain't in the third. Wells cleaning up. Wells cleaning up. But yeah, man, people cap things a different way. So man, that's what makes back. There's so much metrics to go into this here, man. So even if you that the first of all, like you want to probably look at sometimes look at the history. I've never solely based this off of what's going. I like what's going on now. Sometimes I will factor into it, like Jazz System does have a bomb versus him. Verdugo has a bomb versus him. Yeah, so like he's hitting cleanup. So and then you can look at the splits, man. I should have did reels and I should have did a reel, a tutorial reel or a YouTube short or something about this shit. But plenty dead months, rights and lefts, and a lot of stuff, man. Opponents. Uh, you got the ballparks there. Then you got counts. Then you got batting orders and stuff like that, right? So like Solo saying, these are some of the batting order splits, and some of the bombs he's given up within the over the course of the year. The first foe gets down on them, right? So first foe gets down on them. First, lead off spot got 4 bombs, 2 bombs getting out the second spot, and 4 bombs coming out the 3 and 4 slot there. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that. Then you can look at that in conjunction with a few other things like some of his regular splits, like how we some of his regular splits, and see off the back where he's giving it up at, who he's giving it up to, stuff like that, right? on the road. I look at a lot of that stuff. That's why it kind of like takes me a while to do things. You know what I'm saying? Gibson, right? So looking at some of these splits over here, um, he's got a 5.2 ERA at home. He's got 19 home runs. Kind of like equal, whatever the case may be. More home runs on the road though. At home, 3 home runs and 3 home runs to lefties and righties. On the road, he's got 6 or 7 home runs to left and righties. And then the split's kind of weird. Like his ERA is higher on the road, so that's something that you got to try to figure out because his ERA is higher on the road. But so let's see. Yeah, his ERA is higher at home. On the but let's see. Um, yeah, on the road, he's got a 212 batting average. On the road, okay, so he's pretty decent on the road. So I didn't, I somehow I slipped that. So he could be decent here and there on the road. I still not trust him. I don't trust him. He can give up some power, so it is what it is. When you have a right hand pitcher, are they more likely to give up runs to lefties? Um, um, I just, you just look at it. Not no, you just look at the numbers, right? Mostly, in most cases, probably so because of percentage of righty lefty things like that. Handedness, it just in life, what I'm saying it's, it's a bigger percentage of righties out there, so it's always probably gonna fall. Just in general, it's more right hand people in this world than lefties. So the numbers, probably fall that way just because of that reason. But more than likely, those homers. What you said? More likely give up runs to lefties. When you have a right hand pitcher, okay. When you have a right hand pitcher, are they more likely to give up runs to lefties? I mean, in a perfect world, that's what you want: righty versus lefty, lefty versus righty, right? But some of these, it's just a numbers thing. Some of these pitchers, left hand pitchers, have lefty lefty splits that pitch good versus lefties. You got some right hand pitchers that pitch good versus righties, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's why we looking into the numbers. That's why we look into the numbers. It ain't always, but when you be doing when you capping games all year long, you'll learn who has righty righty splits, whether they're batters or whether they're pitchers, right? When I say has righty righty splits or has lefty lefty splits, that means they're generally better versus the same handedness. So the numbers will tell you. The numbers will tell you. You gotta look at them. Now You probably don't look into a lot of splits, so you have to probably start looking at. I ain't saying you got to now, uh, but looking into some splits won't hurt. I ain't saying base your research off of it, but looking into some splits won't hurt, right? So, where we at right now? I was looking at for the Cubs game here. Um, I Okay, so for the Cubs game here, not my favorite game so far here, but if you're just looking for a hit or something like that, I did write down Alex Carl, Wood, and Garcia, right? This other kid, Jose Tina, he's got a couple bombs. I don't even know where the fuck he come from. I got to go back and do my research on him. So those are some guys, right? If you're just looking for a hit or something like that from this game, now I started off on the Chicago Cubs side. Um, let's see, DJ Hers. DJ Hers DJ Hurst kind of like he got some. I think I want to say he got some K stuff here, right? Um, let me see. 10 home runs, 7 of them versus righties. Um, what are these boys at home? Uh, home versus righties. Okay, so how many games has he pitched? Because he got some weird splits. Higher batting average to righties, but he's got a higher batting average to lefties, but giving up more bombs to righties. Got some decent K stuff here. Let me see. Uh, Overall, he's got a 30% K rate to lefties, 28 to righties, right? So definitely look at these Chicago Cubs here and check their K percentage and stuff like that. Uh, um, I don't know. It's probably been a while since they've seen a lefty. Don't quote me on that though, but we'll see, right? What is it? Chicago Cubs last 30 days versus lefties. Only 189 plate appearances, 23%. K rate with a 135 WRC plus, right? Small sample size, very small. Last 2 weeks, Chicago Cubs only 68 plate appearances. I'll take a look. Kayla says she liked the White Sox. I mean, she liked the hat. She liked hat. Just taking a look at overall versus on the season there versus left-hand pitching. Chicago Cubs, 22% K rate with a 102 WRC plus. So they are over 100 WRC plus, which I do like there. It's only 102, but it is what it is. DJ Hurst does have some K stuff there. So it's going to be interesting, right? So, one thing about him, he's got two pitches, right? Fastball and slider to lefties. I put the fastball up there. I put the fastball up there over the course of the last 2 months for him. He's got a 2C error and a 31% K rate to lefties. Barrel percentage is down, so that's interesting. Then you're dealing with a let me take the sinker down. Then you're dealing with a hot Chicago Cubs team over the last of this month, right? So all these guys, this is just versus the fastball alone. The left-hand batters, which he's throwing 55% of the time, right? So he's throwing his fastball 55% of the time. Um, these guys are not too much striking out for versus it. Tachman, don't know if he's going to be in the lineup, whatever. But Cody Bellinger, I took him for a bomb yesterday. He got there straight up. I missed the parlay though, but I took his hits, runs, and RBIs as well. Ian Happ looks good. Both of these guys got 1 home run. Barrel and stuff like that is probably down for hers versus lefties. As you can see, the walk percentage, the K percentage is up. Barrel percentage is down, right? So it's not barreling a lot. Uh, Guys like Hap, like she said, she like Hap. Uh, let's see, Hap. I know Hap will strike out, you know what I'm saying, in general, but these might be some pitches that he likes, right? So take a look at some of his splits there versus lefties there. So he's got 23 home runs, 7 of them versus lefties. Uh, he's got 266 batting average versus lefties. On the road versus lefties, he has a 213 batting average. This is in general, not versus the pitch mix, right? 213. Uh, mm. Home versus lefties is his best WRC plus at 175. 271 isolated power with a 333 batting average. So he loves lefties at home. Either way it goes, a professional baseball player, he can take them deep. But like I said, Cody Bellinger, Hap, Pete Crow Armstrong, um, these guys, I can't deny them. My Cubs, I can't deny them. They've been hot. The walk percentage has been up. You know, not too big of a K percentage there. I mean, you can look to these guys to stay hot if you want to, man. Straight up, Pete Crow Armstrong, Ian Happ, Cody Bellinger. Them lefties look good. Oh, versus the fastball. I will throw in the slider right now and get them both together, or just look at it individually real quick. Now they don't like the slider that much, but Pete Crow Armstrong is okay with it. Um, Pico Armstrong is okay with it. Let me put the slider and the fastball up there together and just see what we got. Hap still looks good. Um, Pico Armstrong still looks good. I mean, Cody Bellinger's been hot. He's batting 250. That's okay. Hap barrel is up. The fly ball is up. Michael Bush, his barrel is okay. His fly ball is up. So these guys here look like these guys here might want to try to go yard, right? Or Pete Crow Armstrong, his barrel is up, hard hit is up, line drive, flat ball. I would like it to be in the 40s, but that's okay. K percentage is down, so I can't talk about none of these bats. Straight up. Lefties look okay. She said, okay, I'm switching to them. I ain't got time to be losing money with half. Hey, anything can happen, man. You got to keep a clear head. Got to keep a clear head with this, man. Can't be, baseball. That's how it is, man. It's volatile. It's very volatile. And I really, 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 really encourage you to bet straight. Straight's a major key. Still fastball heavy. So I'll look at the righties here. Fastball here. So Dansby Swanson, who's been hot lately, see, they're not striking out versus this fastball either, right? So the righty's not striking out versus this fastball, or the lefties over the course of the last month, and that's interesting within itself. Then you got Miguel Amaya, loving the fastball, two bombs over the course of last month, 0% K rate, same 0% K rate there. So you know, I'll add in the rest of the pitches here, the change up in the slider, mm-hmm. And see what we got overall. Okay, so let's see, change up slider. Okay, so Amaya. I like Amaya, right? I like Amaya, right? He's batting 452 versus this pitch mix here. Swanson, I mean, you can look at these guys for a hit, whatever the case may be. I like them for a hit. And like I said, these guys, they're just not striking out, right? Um, Suzuki down here. Hmm. Suzuki, his fly ball is up. He will strike out. He will take you deep as well, right? So I do like Amaya for hits or something like that. The lefties, the usual suspects. That's all it's going to be here. I think you can pick him. I think you can. I can't. I don't. Usual suspects. I don't mind any of them, right? But keep in mind, DJ Hurst does have some good case stuff here. We'll see what's going to happen. Okay. Let's see something here. Mm, mm. I don't know, man. The way the Cubs have been playing, I don't know, man. But this boy got some good stuff there, man. Straight up. San Diego Padres at Tampa Bay Rays. Vasquez on the mound, right? So let's take a look at Vasquez real quick. Mhm. So, old Randy Vasquez, huh? Six. He'll be on the road today, where he's probably pitching his worst. Got 6 home runs to lefties, 6 home runs to righties, three all the way across the board down there. Like I said, he'll be pitching his worst on the road. Versus lefties, today he's got a 378 batting average. His worst would be on at home. Well, lefties, right? Uh, Small ball hits, whatever the case may be, shit like that. Hmm. he hasn't been getting blown up as much as his numbers indicated, you know. So that's what makes it kind of tricky because I done targeted his ass a few times, right? And it just ain't panning out the way his numbers say they pan out. So got to be careful with that situation, right? But the numbers indicate that he does, get hit by lefties. Um, you know, it is what it is. 55 strikeouts in 87 innings. He don't strike out a lot of folks like that. Tampa Bay, uh, you know, he might end very well go out here and pitch well versus Tampa Bay. He hasn't faced this team this year, so we'll take a look at the pitch mix and see what we got. I don't have a lot of luck targeting Randy Vasquez. I'm tell you the truth. It was a few times my eyes lit up, and he didn't go get out there and get his ass tore up. It just is what it is, right? So, sometimes you get those times. You know, it's just some batters and stuff like that that I mean, in some pitches and stuff that I miss on, like, or they just dodge my ass, like, what I'm saying. He's been pitching okay though, man. I mean, one home run to two home runs overall within the last 2 months. Between lefties and righties. He's throwing a fastball, sinker, curveball, cutter to righties there. Not a big fan of this team versus righties, Tampa Bay. Uh, Let me flick a daytime filter on him. Christopher Morel in the daytime. Look at that strikeout percentage, 40. He's got 294 batting average. If you want to get to him, you can get to him. I'm not really. Let me take a look at these lefties. I'm not forcing nothing today. It's Saturday. I don't want to run my blood pressure up. Fuck with these motherfuckers, but you know what the deal is. Uh, Fastball, changeup, curveball, cutter. Changeup, curveball, cutter. I'll throw the sweeper in there. Fuck. Mm, they don't look like nothing. The lefties, only Josh Lowe. Like they don't look like nothing versus his pitch mix, man. They don't look like nothing, man. Straight up. What is hmm. Let me go back and look at his splits, man. Boy, they don't look like anything. So, K percentage is terrible. Like 8% K rate to lefties. That's gonna automatically put uh that's gonna automatically put Josh Lowe, he's batting 276. He got 31% K rate. Damn, boy, look at Brandon Lowe. Ass versus this pitch mix. Yeah, boy. Shit. Let me flick a daytime on. Okay. Okay, a little bit of daytime don't hurt nobody. So Brandon Lowe look okay in the daytime. Josh Lowe look trash in the day. And in general, Josh Lowe look good. Brandon Lowe look bad in general. Let me just take a quick look at night. Josh Lowe look good at night. Brandon Lowe look good in the day. Right. So I said I wasn't gonna get too caught up in this here, but for the simple fact that he's supposed to be good, bad versus lefties. You can look at Brandon Lowe and you can look at Josh Lowe, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel me, right? Other than that, them motherfuckers don't look good at all. Look at that shit. Mm, mm. What about what's the total in this one? 8. Let me see something. What about pitching outs and shit like that, man? Let's see. Strikeouts. So you get 4.5 strikeouts for Randy Vasquez. Then you're gonna get so they don't have his pitching outs out, Randy Vasquez, which is interesting. He said, I'm taking Judge and Soto fantasy for the early game. Shout out to Contreras. Latrell, do y'all be seeing them members only posts? Please tell me, do you guys be seeing those members only posts? I want to know how, and I need to. I want to know how fast does it alert y'all? I don't know. Let me know if y'all be seeing them though, man. I know you. Somebody be seeing them. If you like it, that's fine. But I can't tell who liked it. It don't tell you who liked it. I'm gonna switch that shit up though. It's the other stuff. I didn't know about Dub Club. Somebody told me to start using Dub Club. Okay, he said he's seen it super early. Okay, bet. I just want to make sure members are seeing it, right? You know, I just want to make sure members are seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Cause I don't always have to drop plays in there. I can drop the screenshots in there. I could drop, I could drop, I could drop a lot of different stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's just for the people that support me, and I appreciate y'all. All right, so looking at Bass, looking at Bass. Gotta get it moving here. Yeah, yeah, gotta have the notifications on for sure. And I put something in the regular section as well. You know, I did put up a couple same game parlays yesterday. One of them, that one that plus 400, four something, that motherfucker missed by a hair, just a hair. Uh, Bass, how many games did he pitch? Okay. Uh, he went 7 innings his last 2 games. That's interesting there. Uh, Splits wise, only got 4 bombs right now. As of right now, he's pitching his worst to righties. Um, they'll be at home, um, home versus lefties, on the road versus righties, right? Whatever. So the last 2 months he's been walk. He had a walk problem there. Uh, I didn't really look at this. Let me see. Yeah, versus lefties. He's walking lefties. Um, Fastball 47% of the time. San Diego Padres. I had Peralta on my list yesterday too, man. Jackson Merrill too. So Peralta been balling. So this is just versus the fastball alone. Nobody's really striking out versus a fastball that he throws 47% of the time. He's got 2 bombs on that fastball, right? So nobody's striking out versus that. I'll throw in the slider and the curveball and the changeup, right? Um, mm, look at the Reyes, five batting 500, and Peralta's batting 500 versus that fastball. Left hand itching. What's that? What that do? What that do? Um, what is it? Slider, curveball, changeup. David Peralta loves it, right? Barrel is down on it. Fly ball is down on it. Exit velo, meh. He's got 2 bombs versus it, but David Peralta is batting 339 versus it in a big sample size. So it's solo around. So I remember he asked me when do I When do I, filter it? Because this is 5 weeks right here, a month, whatever you want to call it. When I getting people within a month that's got that's got like 60, 50 plate appearances, if Solo's watching, of course I'll bring it in. I'll bring it into three sometimes. You know what I'm saying? 3 weeks, because you're still gonna have a good sample size of like 30 something at bats and stuff like that. Just to see what they've been doing a little bit lately and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So 50 and 60 plate appearances, I definitely would bring it in. And just to see if the numbers are getting better or 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 if the numbers are getting better, worse. Sometimes they indicate when somebody is heating up. A lot of stuff, right? I even come back to two. I'll come back to 2 weeks a lot too, right? So as long as they got the big sample size, right? Some of these numbers still look the same, like profile. Profile is that's the lowest batting average I've seen outside of this one right here. But with 22 plate appearances, this is the lowest batting average I've seen. At what's that, man? 0.045, right? So but profile, that's in the last 2 weeks. And that's in 22 plate appearances. If I put it out to 5 weeks for profile with a big sample size like this, still bad, right? So he's been bad versus this pitch mix. Not very good. Not striking out either, though. He just ain't been unlucky, man. He's been unlucky versus this pitch mix. The last 2 weeks, Jackson Merrill, you know what I'm saying? So last 2 weeks, take Jackson Merrill for instance. He's batting 333 last 2 weeks. 5 extra base hits, 2 bombs. The barrel is up, hard hit is up, fly ball is up, Ks are down. 333 within the last 2 weeks. And 24 plate appearances. Okay, I go back to the last month where I always look at. Then come down a little bit. Barrel rate's still the same at 16%. Couple more home runs. It's 10 extra base hits. But sometimes when they got a lot of plate appearances, I still look to see how they're maintaining it. You know what I'm saying? Because this San Diego offense can be wishy washy, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, they was plus money yesterday and or the other day. It just went ballistic. Sometimes they're in the best spots and their offense goes anemic. So that's how it is for this team here. But looking at these lefties here, uh, Peralta, Merrill, Reyes, we know who he is and what he does. Hits, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, right? So I couldn't talk you off nothing. Jackson Merrill, his barrel is up though, and his fly ball is up. He's been phenomenal, right? So looking at the righties here, um, so now the righties, a lot of these guys, okay, Machado's got a big sample size at 41. He looks good, 18% K rate, 12% barrel rate, 3 bombs there. His exit velo is there. He could be warming up. He is warming up. And then Bogarts, just the hit guy. Uh, 326 batting average. Solano can take you deep, right? He will strike out here and there. Hassan Kim, Haya, whatever. But if I'm looking at anybody here, I'm looking at on the righties, I'm looking at Machado, I'm looking at Xander, for hits, maybe possibly hits, runs, and RBIs, depending on the matchup. And if you expect traffic to be on the bases. If not, you can look at them for hits, hit parlays, goblin hits, whatever the case may be. Machado, just want to keep an eye on Machado. The heat check eye. You know what I'm saying? He needs to get this fly ball up, right? He needs to get that up a little bit more to go along with that 96 exit velo, 286 isolated power, and that 12% barrel rate. He needs to get that up. The barrel rate is there for him and Solano. They need to get that fly ball up so they can start getting him up out of there. The isolated power for Solano. Solano, some pitchers he just come out here and knocks them. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm looking at somebody here, I'm looking at Bogarts for a hit, Machado for hits, runs, and RBIs all the way up to a bomb. And when I write my names down, I automatically know what I want them for. Don't mean I'm gonna bet him. Like Machado, for instance, might be an instance where I bet him because he's better versus righties. So just like she was saying, um, he's got righty splits. Normally you would, the thing is, okay, righty batter should be better versus a lefty pitcher, but this is not the case for him. I don't know how much better he is, you know what I'm saying, but so he's a righty. He's got 23 home runs. Six of his home runs come to lefties. 17 of his home runs come to righties. Now he can have. You have to decipher it. He can have. He can hit more singles and shit off lefties, but when it comes to a righty, he can just have more power. So it's a lot of ways you have to look at it, man. It's a lot of ways. That's what makes baseball so unique with all the different metrics and stuff like that. So he's got 271 batting average versus lefties, 275 batting average versus righties. You see what I'm saying? So the batting averages aren't that far off. The power, you would think he would have more isolated power to lefties to righties because he's got more home runs, but he's got a little bit more, just a tad bit more power than lefties, but he ain't taking them deep. He ain't taking them deep like he is taking righties deep. So it's a lot of metrics to go into this shit. This shit be wild. They are on the road. So on the road versus lefties, he's batting 300. On the road versus righties, he's batting 200. I mean 260, and with a 114 WRC plus, more power on the road to righties. His home runs here uh, on the road versus righties, interesting. He's got 23 home runs in total. 11 of them come on the road versus righties. He's on the road versus a righty today. Okay, so I have to write down Peralta and Peralta. What the fuck is that? Merrill. Okay. What time is it? 11? All right. And then, I mean, if you want to look at the Low Brothers, whatever, right? I just put the Low Bros down because, I mean, it is what it is with that point, at this point, because he's pitching worse to righties, but I'm to lefties, but I still don't know if I'll get there or not. What's the line in this one? Plus money on San Diego. So like yesterday San Diego was plus money, and I knew they was finna beat them. No, yeah, and I knew they was finna beat them. Do Tampa Bay got enough good enough lefties to take care of Vasquez? Who knows? I don't know. I'm terrible when it comes to betting games, man. I took San Diego the last time I streamed, man. I was confident. They ass went out there and L'd me, man, straight up. We got Scuba on the mound, man, with Pavetta, man. So, I really like Scuba, Pavetta, whatever, right? So, taking a look at Pavetta here, um, we do know. My computer's not moving as fast as I want it to move. So we do know Pavetta will give up bombs. He's given up 24 home runs. 10 of them, 14 of them to righties. On the road, he's given up more home runs on the road, 7 to lefties and 10 to righties, right? He's given up 2 home runs, I want to say, in 5 straight games. So we'll be looking at somebody here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight games. He's given up 2 home runs. He faced Detroit. He gave up a bomb there. That was back in May. Don't take too much into it, but I'll go look. Uh, Badu, right? So whatever with that shit. Take a look at I ain't gonna look at that shit. Let me see. Taking a look at splits here. He's pitching his worst versus righties. And they'll be on the road versus righties today. So we're going straight to the righties. The sweeper, right? He's throwing that sweeper 44% of the time and that fastball 44% of the time. Four bombs on that sweeper to righties. He's given up 12 extra base hits, 6 home runs over the last 2 months, right? Uh, let's take a look at that sweeper real fast. I think these motherfuckers like that sweeper. Let's. What about the fastball? Yeah. Okay. Jake Rogers. So Jake Rogers lights up, right? Javi Baez, he's somebody who will take you deep as well. Uh, Jake Rogers got a 30 barrel rate, right? 80 hard hit uh, versus that fastball. Yeah, right. Um, hmm, hmm. Spencer Torkelson down here. Uh huh. Let me see something. See if any more lineups out. No more lineups out yet. Okay. Okay. Uh, what's the projected lineup here? Torkelson, Rogers, all at the back end of that lineup. Okay. These guys at the back end of that lineup. They projected. Now, Torkelson and Jake Rogers projected to be in the lineup. So, Jake Rogers looks okay versus the fastball. Somehow, Javi Baez is hitting it. Spencer Torkelson down here. Interesting, right? We'll strike out, though. Let me put the rest of the other pitch in there, which would be the sweeper. And they numbers probably fall. Yeah. Jake Rogers, the fly ball rate is up for him. Barrel rate is up. Hard hit is up. Exit velo is up. Isolated power is up. I cannot deny him. He's definitely a candidate, right? Um, Let me flip a day switch on him. That motherfucker, he 0 for 3, so that ain't, I mean, whatever, right? Small sample size though. Let me see. Let me pull it out a little bit. Let me see. These guys will strike out. Pavetta does have K stuff. Mm, this gonna be interesting here. 2-6-10. He just had 10 versus Seattle. Um, Detroit. Right hand pitching. 30 days. Top 10. 101 WLC plus top 10 and striking out at eighth. Oh, okay. That's 13 days. Top 10 and striking out 25% with a 113 WRC plus. Mm, whatever, man. Last 7 days, Detroit. 24%, 133 WRC plus, I guess. They will hit you. Mm. Spencer Torkelson down here. We'll see what the lineup's going to come out to be here. And he's still giving up a bomb to lefties. I'm just looking at righties. He's still giving up bombs to lefties too. Fastball 50% of the time. Oh, oh shit. So Kerry Carpenter, man, Colt Keith, he's not striking out that much. First the fastball. Kerry Carpenter, Parker Meadows will be leading off. Riley Green's got a bomb. Yeah, right. Mm, curveball sweeper. Colt Keith, he's batting 357, so you can look at him for a hit or something like that. Kerry Carpenter 250 with three bombs. Fly ball is up, barrel is up. Strikeout percentage is up. It's like a man. Up. Parker Meadows been 250. I mean, should be an interesting look here. Let's see. Look at daytime filter. I don't know. Yeah, Kerry Carpenter striking out 40% of the time, man. Wow. Still might take him deep. Yeah. Uh, shit. So I'll be looking at Jake Robertson. Kerry Carpenter. Those guys could go deep there for sure. Um, on the Boston side here, let's see. Not gonna be a fan of these Boston guys here. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight to the lefties here and see what Scooble. I wouldn't be surprised if Pavetta strike these motherfuckers out today too. That'll be an interesting play. But sinker, slider, that's what he's throwing. Scooble. David Hamilton likes that. No bombs. A lot of these guys don't have any bombs. First this pitch, William Abreu. Here's a guy you could you could definitely take a look at him. He likes the lefty matchup there. Uh, William Abreu. I'll write him down. I don't know if I'm gonna go there though, but yeah, William Abreu, Davers. This is 2 months. Yoshida, Duran. This is 2 months. Hmm. This is 2 months. Let me see something. Rip Snyder and Cassis. Got a bomb from. These guys haven't seen too much. Hadn't faced them this year. Scooble's definitely been pretty good, right? So Boston versus lefties, they'll strike out. They like righties. Um, top 10 last month, striking out. Top 7 last 2 weeks, 59 WRC plus. Interesting. Oh shit, I didn't have this filtered right. No wonder. No wonder. No wonder. No wonder. No wonder. I'm sorry. No wonder. But Abreu still likes lefties, so I only wrote Abreu down. Uh, yeah, they're not the big lefty guys here, right? Looking at the righties here. Scuba might come out here and mow their ass down. What's Scuba's case? I wouldn't be surprised if both of these boys have a good game striking out. This might be a strikeout game here. 8 Ks with plus money for Scuba. I wonder 6.5 for plus money. Wonder if you can get a 9 and 10 going on here. That's a plus 2,300 for 9 and 10. What if they go out there and do that shit? They could though, man. Straight up. 8 and 8, 8 and 7, plus 300. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I would if I was taking anybody's case, it would be Scuba's, but both of them got the K stuff. It's just if you're not throwing, if you're not getting, if Pavella's not throwing, if he's not throwing, giving up bombs, he can strike you out. This is Scuba right here. It's been a while since he's had over 10 or better. He's only had 10 or better 3 times, a 12, 10, and a 13. But he's had 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of his last 8 games. He's had eight Ks. And then, like I said, Pavetta, he had 10 Ks versus Seattle, 10 versus Oakland, 10 versus Miami, 10 versus Toronto, 8-8. He can get up there every once in a while. Every once in a while, he'll go upstairs on you, right? So we will see. We'll see. We will see, man. Damn, I'm damn near. It's. Phew. I need to know. I need to know how many pitches Scuba's been throwing. Straight up, getting close to the end of the season. I don't know, how they want to do with their ace. If they gonna start capping his pitches, is it that time? Whatever, because that's another thing you gotta look at. Uh, these, them capping pitches, man. You know, you don't want that. So I just want to see how many pitches he pitched last game. So I think he got hit though. He was getting hit versus the White Sox. Perp said he think gonna yank him after 5 innings. Right. He 88 pitches versus the White Sox, 5 innings pitched, 22 batters. 8 Ks there. Prior to this game, he went 9 Ks. He got 9 Ks in from Seattle. He got 9 Ks in 88 pitches there. He faced Seattle back to back, got 9-9. Uh, the Chicago White Sox game. It don't even matter, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. I ain't even gonna trip, right? Hope not, man. Hope not, Perp. Hope not, Joe. Straight up. But we'll see. Um, damn, I spent a lot of time on the game, but I ain't gonna get through all these games. Let me see. Let me see what we got here. This one. Okay, so this is a later game. This is a later game, semi later game. So six. Okay, so I got a lot of games to get through, but I'm not about to go through all these games. I'll probably go through a couple more. Oh my, I'll probably go through a couple more. Unless y'all got some requests, anybody got a request, let me know. But I'll probably go through a couple more. Um, let me see. About another 45 minutes, another hour. See what I can do within another hour. Reagan's and Kansas City, Toronto and Minnesota, Yankees and oh for sure we definitely could take a look at that one. Montas and Cruz, okay. We'll definitely take a look at that one. We'll take a look at the Yankees game. We'll take a look at the. We'll take a look at the Yankees game. I mean, I've looked at the Yankees game. I'm tripping. What is that? The Reds game. We'll take a look at this Baltimore game and Cabrera. We gotta look at Cabrera, bro, because Cabrera might mow these motherfuckers down straight up. He might mow these boys down today. He might mow these boys down. So we're gonna take a look at them for sure. Um, White Sox and Kikuchi, good pitching matchups. Let's slide right now. Let's slide. Um, we have an we got an over under 9 here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Frankie Montas, right? Look at some games that we expect traffic to be on the basis. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Saturday is gonna be quiet for the MLB. I'm gonna have to fall back from that shit. I just maybe like do a YouTube short or something. Just drop my shit or a Facebook real and just showing who I like and what I like or whatever the case may be. Because football is here. One of these days, if I can get a football stream out, that'll be fine just to look at some of these lines. Speaking of that, let me take one quick intermission, real quick. One quick intermission, and let me see. Let's see something. NFL. Maybe what's tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Take a look at some lines, right? Okay. Receiving props. Okay, 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 okay. Well, it's moving slow. Hmm. Internet. What's up with that today? Travis Kelsey. CVRs. Man, I love receptions, man. Man, I love receptions. I do. I love receptions, man. Um, my favorite props. One of my favorite props is the. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that. I do want to take a look at DraftKings real fast because DraftKings have a lot of props. They have a lot of props that I mess around with, and they lines come out a little bit earlier too. DraftKings, they lines come out a little bit earlier. Let me see something here. I gotta go through here and see what's new. Feel me? I ain't gonna do that right now. Let's go to where we were going. Frankie Montas. 12 home runs to lefties. 4 home runs to righties. Frankie Montas will be on the road today. Um, Flick this back to MLB. Okay. We'll be on the road today. And he's got a 5.5 ERA on the road. 2.281 ERA to lefties. Home run per nine, 2.2 to lefties on the road. Um, he was playing for them, so he hasn't faced them. Okay, he hasn't faced them. Looked okay versus righties the last 2 months. 2 bombs, 5 extra base hits, looking okay last 2 months. Um, um, Fastball, slider, cutter, splitter. Wait a minute. Fastball, sinker, cutter. Okay. I took Stevenson for a bomb yesterday. He didn't get there. Let me filter this a little bit better. Okay, let's do it like that. Espinal went bomb against we are against somebody yesterday. Tyler Stevenson. Mm, he's in play, even if you're looking for a hit or something like that. Ty France got 3 bombs within the last month. Uh, 12% K rate. K rate is down. Spencer Steers K rate is down. Spencer Steers got 4 bombs. Uh, India, Stevenson, and Espino got a bomb versus this pitch mix within the last week. Some of these guys got hefty sample sizes, like 60 and 50 and 60, so I can bring it in a little bit. Let's take a look and see if any of these guys are heating up or whatever that may be. coming through the last 3 weeks. Steer, Stevenson. Last 3 weeks, still 40 and 30 plate appearances. That's still a lot. Jonathan India, man. I'll take a look at 2 weeks. Thomas Stevenson's batting 400 the last 2 weeks. Espinal, he's been looking pretty good. Um, Steers looking okay. You know, some of these guys, I don't bet on all these guys, but at Great American Ballpark, small park, it's crazy, right? It's crazy there. Flip a daytime filter on them one time, see what that do. And the daytime filter, over the course of the last month, uh, it is what it is. Kelly Price jumped dead in this motherfucker talking about some who can I put down for home runs? Man, it's it's a lot of people that's in good spots. I ain't looking over the whole slate. Got two more games I'm probably gonna look at, but uh, um, I mean, we looked at Pavetta for Boston. He gave up 2 home runs uh, in 5 straight games. He's got 24 or 25 home runs on the season. Jake Rogers looks like he could take him deep. Um, not O'Keefe. Carey probably could get him out of there. It's a multiple guys. Torkelson, there's multiple guys can take him deep. Machado, keep an eye on Machado and Jackson Merrill. Those guys have been looking like they can, take somebody deep there. What else did I have here? Judge went 0 for 5 yesterday. He probably ready to rock and roll. I like the lefties, the usual suspect from this first game, which would be Wells, Soto, and Jazz, and Judge. Here, all the Chicago Cubs, the usual suspects look good. So I couldn't talk about the thing about that is DJ Hurts got some really, really good case stuff. So, it is what it is. You start laughing at that shit. I know that shit was funny as hell. Appreciate you for sliding though, Kelly. You should slide every once in a while, man. You'll learn something, bro. Straight up. You'll learn something. And you can, learn these tools, man. I do this shit, you can learn these tools. Uh, Not a lot of standout bomb candidates, right? I've gotten to yet, but I went to Starter Stevenson yesterday, he didn't. I took him for a bomb. He didn't get there. Taking a look at these lefties here. Let's see. Uh, um, he's throwing that fastball, splitter, cutter, sinker. Man, I didn't record yesterday. Yeah, do that, man. Show some love. I ain't recorded yesterday. Y'all be mad as hell if I showed y'all all the motherfucking pics that snapped out. But yesterday was just one of those days. I can't just blame it on the research. Motherfuckers was going crazy. Fastball, splitter, cutter, sinker, right? Fastball, splitter, cutter, sinker. So, what's up, Mackie? What's good? Kelly, make sure you follow the page, man, and pull up every day. You gonna start seeing some shit. So every day, Ellie De La Cruz look good, but right now his K percentage is down, right? So we know he strikes the hell out. Me personally, I'll probably take him. Who's pitching again? I probably would take him for. Um, he's a bomb candidate, but like I said, look, uh, don't sleep, right? Do not sleep on your hits, runs, and RBIs. Ed, what's up, my boy? What's up, Ed? Don't sleep on your hits, runs, and RBIs. These are, a guy like Ellie, this is right up his alley, right? Can he go out here and sell? He can go out here and sell. He can go out here and strike out, but his K percentage was down. And these is right up his alley. The hits, runs, and RBIs, because he's gonna steal bases. He's gonna do all this, right? You can get these for 4 hits, runs, and RBIs. That's a hit, run, and RBI, right? You can get these, and you can put these together, bro. Straight up. I can see instances where you can get Judge. You can get. I like Wells today too, man. I took Wells for a bomb yesterday. He got there. Um, just you know what I'm saying. And then, like I said, they opened up the floodgates now to where you can do multiple. You know what I'm saying, in one game and all across the all across. So they opened the floodgates. At first, you can only do one. Now you can just go ham sandwich, right? So and you can go from multiple to multiples. You know what I'm saying? Bases, hits, runs, and RBIs, shit like that. And bet them straight, man. Bet them straight. So uh, the only thing about FanDuel is they drop these when the lineups are out, right? When the lineups are out. So when the lineups are out, that's when they drop these. So any other crews, somebody we use at home, especially when we expect traffic to be on the bases, that's a good time where you can take advantage of their hits, runs, and RBIs. I love the hits, runs, and RBI prop because I like to predict game flow. Now, since we got a big sample size here too. This is over the course of a month, right? Ellie Cruz does have 4 home runs, eight extra base hits. His barrels up, hard hit is up, line drive, shit like that looks good. TJ Frito, I took him yesterday. He's the one who sold me. The 2 parlays I pulled up, the plus 100 hit, and then he sold me. All I needed was a hit, run, or either an RBI. But he does got 5 bombs in the last month. You know those yesterdays? He probably TJ Frito might go off, might take him deep today. You never know. However, I can move this in because it's a high sample size. Come back to the last 3 weeks, see what we looking like for the last 3 weeks, because this is a big sample size here. So the last 3 weeks, Ellie De La Cruz, 188 batting average, 2 bombs, 18% K rate. So it's he roller coastering on our ass, right? Will Benson's got 2 bombs in the last week versus this pitch mix here. So that's somebody you can take a look at for a bomb. Uh, it's 238. I was all over Will Benson last year, man. Straight up, man. Last 2 weeks, Will Benson, his average is up. He's only 5 for 17 though. Will strike out. Dominic Smith will strike out. Ellie De La Cruz strikeouts was down the last few weeks versus this pitch mix. 5 for 22. He's just not. Versus this pitch mix, he's just not. The exit velo was there too. The fly ball, the barrel was okay. But he's just not. He's just not. He's just not. You know what I'm saying? Not clicking. Going up against Frankie Montas versus lefties. Let's see. No, yeah. Well, splits there. Frankie Montas will be righty. He'll be on the left side. For Frankie Montas, the pitcher has given up 12 home runs to lefties, and 8 of those home runs come on the road to lefties. So that's one thing you can look at there, especially when you're looking at. And then you look at Ellie De La Cruz. I think this is his best split here. But as much as you can advocate for Ellie De La Cruz, he's still gonna go out there and most likely do what he want to do, which is probably sell, right? So he's got 22 home runs. 17 of them come versus righties. Um, at home versus righties, he got 9 home runs. So he's got a little bit of that working for him, right? This is probably his best split here. So it's a semi-match. You got the pitcher giving up the lefties. Then you got probably the best split WRC plus wise for him. Uh, let's see. Home versus righties, right? 137. Away versus righties, 143. Same old shit, right? Isolated power on a road versus righties, 267. I don't understand why, because his ballpark is small as hell. So at the end of the day, anything can happen, man. TJ Frito, let me take a look at TJ real quick. TJ Frito, because I'm disappointed in him yesterday. He does have 5 bombs versus pitch mix within the last week. month. I mean, TJ Friedel. You got 4 home runs. You got 9 home runs versus righties, right? Yeah, he got 9 bombs versus right. Not that many, but he got hot this month. Um, he got hot this month. I just wanted to see. That's all. On the Milwaukee side here, where they got some decent amount of power here. Decent amount of power here. Let me filter back to 5 here. How about Adamas, man? Adamas been going crazy, and I've been chasing them. As soon as you get off of them, boy, they start going berserk, man. Matter of fact, I'm looking at the righties. I don't even want to, them the guys. Um, Milwaukee, Fernando Cruz. What is this? Bullpen game here. Let me see. Jacob Eunice, Adamas and Contreras. So Jacob Eunice, he gonna be the primary, right? So Cruz, he's probably gonna go out there for more than likely he'll go out there for probably an inning, right? Let me see. Cruz will serve as the Reds' opening pitcher for today Saturday's game against the Brewers. So he'll probably most likely um, he pitched 3 innings last game. I don't know why, man. So hopefully he don't pitch no 3 innings. He probably just gonna go out there and pitch 1 inning and come up out of there. So um, Eunice, right? Take a look at Eunice. Did not factor into the decision. Blah 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 blah. Game log here. So this was the 27th. This was the 27th. He pitched 4 innings on the 27th versus Oakland. Let me go back and see how many innings did Buddy pitch. Fernando, when was that? Was that the 27th for Fernando? That was the 28th. Fernando pitched. Okay, that was the 28th. Okay, the 28th. Okay, he pitched 4 innings, so they might see about 4 innings of him today. What is he throwing? He ain't gonna be in there in the pool. Sinker slider. Slider 50% of the time. Damn, that strikeout. Damn, look at that. Wait a minute. Yeah. Hmm. I know they like the sinker. I know that. I know batters like the sinker. So Willie Contreras 296 with a bomb last month. Willie Adames surprisingly not striking out. So yeah, yeah, for sure. Right. Let me see. Sinker. So they love. I know people love the sinker. Damn. Oh, I was gonna say, boy, I ain't have nothing to check. I was gonna say, damn, we got 10 bombs. So everybody like the sinker, which I know. Dominus got two. Dominus got 2 bombs over. He's batting 400. Dominus is really good, man. As long as he ain't striking out, man. Damn. Ortiz, 381, not striking out. Gary Sanchez, don't know if he's going to be in the lineup. Churio, shout out to Churio, man. Straight up. Z's, what's up? What's up, Z's? Shout out to Churio, man. He got a high K rate on that. Let me put the slide up, put both of the pictures up there and see what we're working with. Adamas looks good. I mean, gotta overlook the K percentages for these guys. No, overlooking the K percentages, they look good, right? Like a Eunice. How about some of his last year numbers here? He didn't pitch that much. Mm. Well, I mean, I guess when you look at the usual suspects, we ain't got no choice. Um, I like the ballpark. What is it, 1151? I like the ballpark for runs. This game gonna come on in 15 minutes. Hmm. Let me look at the lefties real quick. Sinker, slider, changeup. Daytime, Jackson Churio batting 462. Sinker, slider, changeup for the lefties. Rice Terrain, Saul Frelick, Garrett Mitchell. Nah. Oh, daytime filter on him. Garrett Mitchell in the daytime hits for these guys. Garrett Mitchell 1 yard yesterday though. Usual suspects for me, man. You know, the usual suspects. I mean, Churio, um, Contreras, and Adames. Adames been on one, so he's the guy that's carrying the most power. I want to say out of those guys there. Uh, and then you're looking at Ellie De La Cruz. We only got an over under 9, don't we? Yeah, it's not even 9.5. So, you know, they don't expect a lot of runs to be put up here, but who knows? I'm used to seeing 10.5s in the summertime, but we'll see what's going to happen here, right? We'll see. Don't know about Cincinnati Reds bullpen, man. I don't know. All right. Stevenson and Friedel, just, if you want to get to those guys, you could. Top two bats here would be Ellie and Adamas for me. Ellie and Adamas from this game. The Colorado game. Let's look at this Colorado game here. First, though, let me put this one same game parlay in here. Um, I took I took Wells, Soto, Wells, and Judge. Hits, runs, and RBIs. I took them individually. I haven't parlayed anything. So I got them all at 2.5. I didn't bet Jazz Tisms yet. So I might as well just end up betting Jazz Tisms right now. Maybe so for like a bankroll builder or something like that. I don't know. Let me see. I can look at hits, runs, and RBIs and shit like that, and just don't start dumping their ass in. Uh, Now, what I have written down here is Wells, Jazz, Soto. We already know Judge. Cabrera looked good as well. On the other side is Goldie, Arenado, and Mason Wynn. Those guys not striking out, right? Goldie would be the one if I was to take anybody for a bomb on the other side would probably be Goldie, and then Judge, and then Soto, whatever, right? Um, so, how about we go Austin Wells 2, Soto 2. Let's go Jazz 2. Um, Judge 3 hits, runs, and RBIs. Wells 2, Soto 2, Jazz 2 at a plus. Um, oh, the ones I bet straight: Judge for 3, Soto for 3, and Wells for 3. And then here, um, uh, um, probably just I'm probably gonna take all three of these guys here, all four of these guys. Two for Wells, two for Soto, two for Jazz, and three for Judge at a plus 510. Um, Three for Judge, two for Wells, two for Soto, and two for Jazz, right? Yeah. Now, if you wanted to throw some hits or something to that, you can look at a hit for. I mean, you could throw a Mason Wynn hit in there. Uh, you could throw a Goldie hit in there for minus 180, and you could throw a Arenado hit in there as well. Right? Not, I mean, just for a hit parlay or something like that. You can um you can even get Arenado and Goldie for a hit, a piece at plus 102, right? Or you can just take hits all across the board. Or you can definitely get your same game parlay on with the hits, runs, and RBIs. Get you some plus money like Soto, Judge, Wells, um, and Jazz. If you just want to stick within the same range there, uh, this is a hit, run, and or an RBI, right? So this is just go out there and do something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, right? So I'm actually going to end up playing that right now. Uh, at least one hit, run, and RBI there. Soto, Judge, Wells, and Jazz. Right? I'm gonna play that, and then how about uh, how about I ain't did no home run slip. Y'all be doing, I might do one here and there, but I don't do a lot of home run slips like that. I be having a lot of people who hit home runs. I give them out. We identify them like that, but shit, ain't nobody got time to be losing money on that shit all the time. Shit, I be betting straight. So, uh, uh, we can go for a gusto right here, though. We can go. We can go. Let me see. Let's go. We can go two RBIs. Damn. We can go two RBIs for Judge. That's probably more than a home run. His home run is plus 250. Now I'm gonna go two RBIs for Austin Wells. Right. I'm gonna go two runs for Soto. Two runs for Soto. Um, two runs for Soto. I'm gonna go four hits, runs, and RBIs for Judge. I'm gonna go two hits, runs, and RBIs for Jazz, and two hits, runs, and RBIs for Goldie. If I was taking somebody for a bomb here, it would probably be Goldsmith and Judge. I'm gonna throw $5 on that motherfucker right there. I like it. I like it. I mean, they can get that if they get the bats rolling. They can get that just off the bats, bro. Austin Wells 2 RBIs. Soto 2 runs. Hits, runs, and RBIs. I don't mind Soto Paul Goldschmidt hits, runs, and RBIs straight up. I'm probably gonna bet that. It just hit a straight bet -125. I'm gonna take that at -125. Goldschmidt 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Don't go out here and sell, man. Golly, man. All right, then. I'm gonna take a look at that Colorado game right here. This is another game here. This is if you don't know about Coors Field, you should know, right? This court. This produce runs in this ballpark here. Produce runs. Numbers gonna be inflated. The odds gonna be inflated though, straight up. So he's got a five, almost a 6 ERA at home, 17 home runs. Felner. Um, yeah, right. So 295 to lefties, 342 to lefties at home, 294 to righties at home, right? Home run per nine, meh, right? One. So, uh, Felton's not that good, right? Not super good like that, but you know he can have some outings here and there. Um, okay, Baltimore. Baltimore need to redeem themselves from that shit from last night. Four home runs. Um, what is it? Fastball, sinker, curveball, slider. Sweeper. He throw too many pitches. Look at Baltimore, boy. They ain't been looking good like they supposed to have. Mm, mm, mm. Um, I mean, hmm. It is. Look at Slater. It is. You can look at Eloy for a hit. I don't look at him for power. Mountcastle, he can lift one out. Anybody can lift one out in this ballpark, right? Um, let me see what the daytime on there. Now, I flip the daytime on these boys, then they start looking good, right? Not too many plate appearances, whatever the case may be. Let me see something. Do I got the right handness up there? Yeah, I do. So I flip the daytime filter on them, and they look a little better. But let's take a look at the lefties. Santander, Gunner, those guys need to step up here. Four seam, change up, curveball. Mullins got a couple bombs. He's not striking out. Gunnar Henderson got three bombs. Um, the barrel percentage is down for Gunnar, of course. Um, Colton got two bombs. His barrel was up. Hmm. Uh, Let me flip a daytime switch on them. So apparently these guys like the daytime, right? They like the daytime. Mullins, Rushman. I mean, the Hunter Hendersons, KJ, Cowser. All those guys look good. Santander, cooling off, but I couldn't talk you off him going yard today. Um, Anybody can go yard. Anybody. What's the total here? Probably 11 and a half. Or probably 11 here. Probably 11 here. 11 and a half. So big runs to be scored here. They expect. Um, I can't really, nobody's really super standing out. And this is how Baltimore's been playing for like at least the last month. We know anybody can go, right? Anybody can go. I would look at the usual suspects, but we know anybody can go. Um, Baltimore is a different. I mean, Colorado is a different beast at home as well. Motherfuckers getting to hit that motherfucker out. All types of people get to hitting it out. So you got Creamer on the mound here. Creamer. Let's see, Creamer. Dean Creamer. Mm. Jake Cave, man. Uh, so Jake Cave, Ryan McMahon, and Charlie Blackman, all three of these guys got a home run within the last month. I mean, week versus pitch mix. Um, Jake Cave batting 313. Exit, I mean, isolated power was up. Exit velo's down. Barrel could be up a little bit more. He's got 3 bombs. Charlie Bachman's got 2. Toglia has 2. Those guys are candidates, right? Um, Daytime filter on them. J Cave got a bomb in there. So I'm gonna write down Cave. Charlie Blackman been playing baseball for a long ass time. We already know what he can do. Toglia, he can go deep. We know he can go deep. J Cave looks good though. Let me see something. Cave. So he got 7 home runs. All of them come to righties. He's a righty specialist. See, he got splits. Mm. He's a righty. No, he's a lefty. I'm tripping. Home versus lefties. Whoa. Away versus lefties. He might not even be in the lineup. The page down. Oh my God! Don't tell me Wordaway is down. Mm-hmm. Wordaway is down. It is what it is. Look at these righties real quick. Sinker, cutter, fastball, splitter. So, when the last time Chris Bryant played? He must be hurt. Um, who the fuck is Snunk, man? Snunk. His numbers look good. He's only 3 for 7 though. Jordan Beck, Chris Bryant, Doyle though. We know that these guys will strike out. Uh, but Doyle, he's got a 318 batting average there. Tovar, uh, Brendan Rodgers. Took him the other day. He went. He hit 2 home runs in one game, man. So Brendan Rodgers trying to turn around here. Um, hmm. The usual suspects: Doyle, Tovar, Rodgers, Stallings. Those boys will strike out, but they get a boost in this ballpark. This ballpark turns into Incredible Hulk, man. Um, Tovar, his exit velo is higher than anybody's versus pitch mix right here. Nobody's got over 2 home runs, but I do expect them to hit them up, right? So you got to see who's going to be in these lineups before you could start plugging people in because you don't want to mess your money up. You know what I'm saying? On FanDuel, especially on FanDuel, you put those players in there, and if they're not in the lineup, boy, they come in and pinch hit like your one win that you've been waiting for, like a home run parlay, can easily go down the drain. Easily go down the drain. Having somebody else in that motherfucker who not in the lineup. So that's, you got to be cautious of that. Anything can happen in this ballpark. One of the ballpark that produces the most runs. If some of the most, if not the most runs, that would be Colorado, right? So just showing you guys who looks well, right? I can't really pinpoint one guy right now. I mean, on the other side here, Santander, Santander, Gunner. Of course, those are the top two guys over there for Baltimore. Over here, they got a bunch of guys, just like Baltimore. They got a bunch of guys. You wouldn't be surprised if it's a home run fest in there, right? And for those reasons, that's why it's good that we got that prop. Which these props are going to be inflated, but you catch the right games, you're going to see multiple. Well, 4 hits, runs, and RBIs. You're going to see multiple games of that, threes and fours. You just um, gotta pick the right guys. And in order to bet that, they don't put that prop out uh, until the lineups are set. So guess who's going to be in the lineup in those regards, right? So I didn't even write anybody. Oh, I wrote down Cave because he's one of the guys that look, you know, I wrote him down. Don't have to write Gunner down. Don't have to write Santana down. We know who they are. Um, Edward Cabrera. I want to take a look at Edward Cabrera, and I want to take a look at. Don't really want to bet on these two guys. I don't. Sabby, Cole Reagans. I don't want to bet on him going up against them. Um, Bradford. I don't want to bet on them. So I'm thinking about. I'm seriously thinking about taking Scuba and the Favetta laddering those boys. I might not, but these are two. Scuba is probably the top strikeout candidate on the board here. Pavetta, he can get to 9 Ks, but he gives up a lot of home runs, bro. He can get to 9 Ks, but he might get tore up. But he can get there. So if I just want to throw away $5 and do a Hail Mary parlay, it'll probably have him in it. It'll probably have Scuba in it. If I want to do a ladder, I probably want to look at I probably want to look at Edward Cabrera, which by now the cat is off the head. I mean, he could get his ass tore up too, Cabrera, but he probably his strikeouts probably at versus San Francisco. I'd say they probably sitting at 6.5. I would say probably 6.5. Let's see, 5.5 at the very least 5.5. No less than 5.5. One thing about Cabrera, come on, man, damn. One thing about Cabrera is he'll go out there and everything loading, but the pitcher props. Pitcher props not loading. Come on, man. 6.5 plus 120. I knew it. Right. That's hard. Like I would have to go to 8 if I'm like doing a little Hail Mary thing. 9 for him is at plus 450. Eric Cabrera here. Uh, if they don't, hey, I'm telling you, if they don't go out there tagging him, then he'll get you 7, 8. You know, he can go out there and get him quick and get out of there. He can go out there and get him quick in like 5 innings and still get lit up. See, uh, so at Colorado, he went out there and gave them 8. Atlanta, he went out there and gave them 8 in 5 innings. Gave Colorado 9. Gave San Francisco the first game of the season. He gave them 10 Ks. Right. So San Francisco versus right-hand pitching. Uh, last 30 days, they fourth. Um, 27% K rate with the 86 WRC plus. Last 14 days versus right hand pitcher. San Francisco number one. So we know they strikes the hell out, right? They're number one. And last 7 days, San Francisco is fifth with a 70 WRC plus. So I'm going to have to come over here. And first and foremost, well, I can do it here. No, I want to do it here, right? I want to take a look at a detailed look to see how many pitches this kid's been throwing, right? Go to Miami here. Cabrera. Okay, I like that. They're out the back. You got up to 100? Oh, I really like that. 8Ks, we get up to 100 pitches? Oh, I didn't see it at all. You ain't got up to 100. I like that. But, 100 pitches and not 8 innings, not 6 innings, though. He only went, 5.2 innings, 5.1 innings, right? Yeah. So he did versus Arizona. He did go sixth. That's interesting. He went seven versus San Diego. When was this? Okay, so he okay. Uh, don't give up no bombs. All right, so let's take a look at Eric Cabrera splits here. 30% K rate to righties, 21% K rate to lefties. I should have gave this shit out last night. Um, on the road, and then they on the road in San Francisco, a big pitcher's ballpark, and his strikeouts a little bit better on the road, where he's 25%, 26% to lefties, and 32% to righties. Last thing we'll do a fact check, right? We'll do a fact check here and see how they looking versus his pitch mix. San Francisco versus right hand pitching. Uh, Righties. Um, Edward Cabrera. Um, Over the course of the last 2 months, Edward Cabrera got 8 extra base hits and 5 home runs versus righties, along with a 26% K rate, 55 hard hit percentage there. He's throwing. He's opened up his mm, fastball, changeup, curveball. Home. So looking at these righties, I mean, so Matt Chapman, Mark Canna, these two guys here, averages are up. Matt Chapman, 75, 27 to 25. He's got 5 home runs, right? So he's definitely a home run candidate. Chapman, RBI candidate, whatever the case may be. Uh, Ramos and Fitzgerald, both of these guys can hit a bomb, right? Both of them, right? Fitzgerald's got 5 home runs versus pitch mix last month. Ramos got 5 home runs, but they in the red. They in the red. Like Ramos 30%, Fitzgerald 32%. So do what you want to do with that situation there. But Chapman, I could tolerate the 22% K rate. I could tolerate all the K rates if I think they're hitting the bomb. I'm bet on them, right? Which they can't get. He can't give up a bomb. You know what I'm saying? So any one of these guys can go home run. Don't get it twisted. Now they got the main three guys with Chapman, Fitzgerald, and Ramos. They got so many play appearances. We can't afford to. So Chapman, within the last week, he's got a home run and he's 7 for 16 and batting 438. So that's good. But we can afford to bring it in a little bit just to see if things change. Go down to 3 weeks from a month. From 3 weeks to a month, strikeout percentages are still there for the usual suspects. Chapman's K is going down a little bit. He's just been heating up on them, right? So he ain't been striking out much. Uh, Ramos and Fitzgerald, they still striking out. The rest of these guys are still striking out. That's another reason why it's important. You can go in there and check and see who's in the lineups and shit. Last 2 weeks, the K rates still look K. They K'd out. They red out. It's a red. Look at this. It's bad, man. Look at Fitzgerald, 4 for 32. Right? 7 for 29 for Ramos. Ramos got 2 bombs in the last 2 weeks, but the K rate's still up there. Now, those are the righties. Rewind it back, and we're gonna go check on the lefties, right? So let's rewind it back, and we're gonna look at these lefties. Changeup, fastball, curveball. And first and foremost, nice plate appearances. They ain't even hitting it that bad. Mike Gas got 3 bombs. I mean, look at these averages, man. Wow. Everybody, everybody. Like, let me see something. Edward Cabrera. Where's his pitching outs at? 15 and a half at plus 100. I'm gonna like that too. I'm gonna like that too. I'm gonna like that too. 15 and a half. I'm gonna like that too. So, I ain't gonna say I ain't got no choice, but I'm gonna like that too. I'm gonna bet that. I'm gonna bet that. I mean, it is what it is. I'll take an L. I'll take that L. Um, he's hit that number right here versus the Padres. 15 and a half. That means he got to go get into the 6th inning and get us 1 out. That's it. He's hit that number 3 of his last 4 games. And the way this shit look, I like it. Right, San Francisco Giants. It just gonna have to hurt me. Right, you're gonna have to hurt me. I take L's. It is what it is. So, um, now, like I said, looking at these lefties here, boy, oh boy, Mike Gas, but man, Lamonte Wade, Confronto, all these motherfuckers striking out. Bring it back to last 3 weeks just to see what that thing do. Um, they're getting better. Last 3 weeks they're getting better, but at the end of the day, it still supports them not hitting because their averages are down. Can they come out here and go berserk? Probably could, but you know, so I guess right. I'm gonna cut it off right there. Uh, Even if you want to alter up some stuff, man, I know a little bit of alternate case for Ed Cabrera, and then Scoop. Look at this game. This game ain't even doing nothing. Um, Scooble, I like his case. I like his spot. If they not got him on the leash, if they don't have him on some type of leash, because the season is closing out. I can see instances where he definitely gets to his K's, right? So where he could get to his K's. Strikeouts. You're gonna get Tariq Skubal at 7.5 Ks at plus 138. And like I said, if you want to alter it down to a 7 or something like that, be my guess. Like a 7 Ks, and you want to alter Edward Cabrera down to about a little something, be my guess. I'm probably gonna. I know I'm gonna take an L, but I might take I might take these guys. I might take these guys for 8, 8 and 8 or something. Keep in mind you get a Scuba 8 strikeouts for plus 120 right here. But if you go to his regular stuff right here, you get a plus 138. All them little cents matter. All the little cents matter. So you can get 7.5 for plus 138, or you can get the 8 for plus 120. Which one you want? I want this one, right? So I'll probably take, and I can see instances with Nick Pavetta. If as long as Nick Pavetta don't give up no bombs, he can get there, right? He can get to 7Ks, right? And then you can slide up there and you can get to 6.5. You get to 6.5 for you get to 6.5 for who the fuck? Oh, Edward Cabrera, right? So you can get to 6.5 for them at 7Ks plus 120, and you get the plus 120, right? So bam, that's a trip eights right there. 8, 8, 8. Make me want to change this parlay to 8Ks, 8Ks, and 8Ks. But it is what it is. There's gonna be somebody out here that's gonna have 9, 9, 9. Bet you. Wow, somebody gonna have 9, 9, 9. Fuck around. I might have to play this shit since I'm saying this shit. But I like the case for those guys, man. It is what it is. Um, it is what it is, right? Let me see something. These motherfuckers is not scoring, not hitting. Wells get hit his bases, but he hit his bases, but I took him for a hit. I mean, hits, runs, and RBIs. I ain't gonna rush him though. I ain't gonna rush him. I ain't gonna rush him. But they need to hurry up. So yeah, looking at the games that I went over. Damn, I clicked on the NBA. Can't wait for the NBA to get here. Not so far. I don't like. Okay, they scored. Who just hit that? Oh, somebody just got brought in. That must have been Jazz. Hits, runs, and RBI. Volpe. Hits, runs, and RBI. Wells hit his. Oh, I think I got Wells for. No, I got Wells for 2. Volpe. All right, let's get this thing started, man. Let's get this thing started. All right, but the usual suspects for the Cubs, I think they look good. I think they look good. Hers, here's another guy. That's the only one that's hesitant. The Cubs been on fire. Hers, his strikeouts. He got some K stuff. Then he got some strikeout stuff, and the Cubs bat's been hot, man. Straight up. Home run candidates here: Bellinger, Suzuki, Happ, Crow. I mean, we got some home run candidates in this game. Amaya looked good. I like Amaya for some hits, whatever. The Tampa Bay Rays game, mm, I still don't like Tampa Bay here, even with Baz on the mound. I'm not betting it though, but man, for that value, I want to look at Vasquez for that value. I mean, for San Diego, I really want to bet San Diego, but I'm not. Plus money, I really do. I like Machado. I like uh, um, Peralta, Merrill, Xander. Um, Boston bats. I'm laying back off the Boston bats for the simple fact that Scooble's on the mound, so I'm laying back. Um, Pavetta will give up bombs, so I wrote down Jake Rogers, right? Now I know Kerry Carpenter, and I know Riley Green can go yard. I wrote down Jake Rogers, Coke Keith for a hit. If you're looking for a hit, Kerry Carpenter, and I wrote them down, whatever. Um, uh, I didn't look at this Pittsburgh game. I should have, but it got over under 8.5. We know Corey Seager is, we know it's Corey Seager, right? So let's get that out the way. Jordan, we know is Jordan, right? Right? Bobby Witt is Bobby Witt. We know these guys, right? Uh, Vladdy. I should have took a look at this game here, right? I really could go back to the well on Wallner and Royce Lewis, and then you got Vladdy, right? But I'm not even. I didn't even look at that game. We already know about that game. Those people. Didn't look at the Mets game. Didn't look at this Braves game. Milwaukee. I mean Adames, Churio, Contreras. You look at those boys. Um, Ellie De La Cruz. If I had to take two bats from this game, it would be Ellie De La Cruz and Adames. Then look at this Dodgers game. This Baltimore game is just was right. I wrote down Jake Cave, but there's multiple guys that could do things in this Baltimore game. We know Santander and we know Gunnar Henderson, of course, right? But I was looking at Jake Cave. I was looking at Jake Cave on the other guys type of shit there. Didn't look at the Miami bats here. I did not. Maybe I should have, but don't like this ballpark. And the K's for Cabrera. Um, didn't look at this man in this game over under 8. Didn't look at it. All right. So it is what it is with that situation there. Uh, catch you guys tomorrow, probably. Right. Peace out, man. I'm out of here.